Alright, what do you guys think of the game so far? I mean, like now that it's done, let's start with the new one. JK, start. What do you think?
No, I think it was proper, like so much more solid compared to the last 9 games, man. Like, as much as you hate five at the back, it works too well, man. It works so well. Like, it was so solid.
I mean, to
Even
be
like,
honest,
that's so
I
key.
was just telling Sid this as well. Yeah, I totally agree. Change of system was necessary. It worked. But for me, more than that, what's worked is that he's played Cavani and Ronaldo up top, and he's told them, drop off. You're not pressing. Just calm down. Like, so now you don't have Bruno going frantic and just going out of his position, going to try press alone and stuff, right? They know exactly what to do. They're dropping off compact shape. They know when, and Cavani has the experience. He knows when to press, when to drop off, when to press, and that's been like, that's for me, that was the main thing. Like, I get system, definitely. Varane being there is again another big plus. But before, nobody knew what they were doing. Everybody's trying to just one time press, and the other guys are just falling back, right? So that's been
for sure.
And clean sheet was massive.
Finally,
Yeah,
That's so important.
so important. So
It's
important.
crazy.
I
Honestly.
mean, it's just Spurs at the end of the day. Okay, like it's not, but just after the back of these results, it's huge. It's huge.
This is what
No, it's not
Kshitij
even
said
that,
as
it's
well.
just Spurs.
Yeah, like pre-recording, I was just saying that as much as, there's credit to Oli for changing the system. First of all,
Yeah,
it's taken him ages to realize he needed to change the system, which
Yeah,
on its
yeah.
own is
Yeah.
like a problem. It's a problem, I think.
yeah,
But okay, he
Yeah.
changed it, and credit to him. And now that he's changed it, I think Spurs were just so bad defensively, like themselves.
Yeah.
If you saw the goals, they were like almost like what Liverpool scored against United, when the defense is
Yeah.
all over
Yeah.
the place and you're just putting those through balls in, and Cavani and Ronaldo have so much space just to go to.
Yeah.
agreed.
And
Agreed.
Yeah.
yeah,
Spurs were bad both. Even going forward, they weren't really. They didn't have a
threat.
plan. Yeah, they didn't have a plan. Like, I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, there was
So
sometimes Son was making runs, right? So he was making runs from middle, and Varane was getting stretched. And then, like, once Varane was playing left back, and Shaw was in the center back position. So they were doing a bit of stuff
Yeah.
there. And then again, it just didn't work for some reason. They just stopped doing that. But yeah, I totally agree. But you see, the thing is, United were losing against any team. Like, every team used to create chances against them. So the fact that these guys didn't, I know how they weren't good, but that's a big thing, right? So that's the only. Now you just have to build from this, I guess.
You didn't have, let's say, the player that almost, I would say at least 75% of United fans think are the first name on the team sheet, Pogba.
Yeah.
Without
He had a
him,
red card.
United today, I know.
yeah.
But
He
that's
wouldn't have
what I'm
played
saying.
even if he was available. He wouldn't have.
Yeah,
played.
yeah.
That's the
probably
thing
not.
that I'm saying is they looked so good without him. You start
Yeah.
questioning, instead of you saying maybe Ronaldo's the problem, maybe it's Pogba's being on the team sheet. It could be a problem that people just haven't focused on. It might not be a direct thing that, okay, Pogba's in this position, that position's
Yeah.
bad. No, it's not like that. He's had good performances. But I think when you put him on the team sheet, you can't play the way you played Ronaldo and Cavani together today, which was, I think, a masterclass. They did so well. Even that link up for the second goal, that's just crazy. It was they destroyed Spurs defense. Like, in my opinion, if you ask me, and if United have to win, they play this exact same system, 3 at the back, and they play Ronaldo and Cavani in front. 60th minute, things are not going good. You can bring on Rashford, you can bring on Sancho, but this is the starting lineup for big 6 games easily. No doubt.
In my opinion, big 6
For sure.
teams I nailed on. Like, this has to be starting. And if someone is injured, if one of the centre backs are injured, just pull Shaw into their play tellers, because that actually is such a big threat. Because in 3 at the back, it's your wing backs, right? Like, I watched Chelsea. I was watching Chelsea play, I think last week or something, one of the games. Why does Reece James score so much? Even Chilwell, why does he get so forward? Because it's the wing backs. You just create space for the wing backs. So if Tellez plays, I feel like that's where he can excel. If you play Shaw in the centre back position, because I know Wan-Bissaka is not the most progressive, but this game he was decent. He was okay. Like, defensively, we all know he's good. But even going forward, he was It was fine. Like, he wasn't extraordinary, what you want a fullback to be in the three at the back, but he was fine.
True.
So I just get, and if you're playing someone like, it just gives it some more defensive stability. But Fred and McTominay, and this is where it comes down to, okay. We scored 3 goals. Those two had no part to play in those goals. They haven't done anything going forward offensively. It's shadowed today because we've won 3-0 because of the way we've won. But I'm so sure one of the games we're gonna be back on McFred. We're like, why is he playing?
I think today they were very
so many options with five at the back.
They were good because they shut down, like they just screened the back four. They didn't allow Spurs to create anything through midfield that. But passing, okay, if you play this versus lower league teams, you're not going to win them because they're just going to drop off completely. They're just going to play at the edge of their box. You're not going to have that passing through. Big Six, like how Sid said, Big Six, I say this has to be the nailed-on team. It has to. But versus other teams, I just doubt. And I have a feeling that he's going to play McFred throughout the season. Literally throughout the season.
I mean, you say that, but they've played McFred throughout the season till now anyways, so
I know.
It's obvious it's going to continue.
It's just that after the first game...
You were saying something.
No, I was saying with five at the back, there's so many options even in midfield. He can, if he wants to drop those two, he can drop those two so easily.
Yeah.
Who else?
He has
Who else?
I would play Matic and Van der Beek.
You have Matic, you have Van der Beek, then you can put Bruno in the middle.
Van der Beek isn't going to
and
play.
then you have those two up
It
front.
doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what you think. Van der Beek isn't
I know,
going to play.
but there's so many options, man.
He's going off in Jan.
It's crazy because this is the perfect opportunity.
For him to
play
try.
him
because five at the back, he probably doesn't need those two anymore.
I think Van der Beek has done something to his daughter or something like that. I don't know. There's just something wrong there. And I have no idea what it is.
Crazy, man.
I have no idea.
So wait, the main reason that they play McFred in the old system, not the five at the back system, was the defensive stability, right?
I think it's defense. It's to protect the centre backs, man.
Exactly. So you said, if you're playing five now at the back, you don't need that defensive stability in there.
You don't need
exactly.
No. You go more attacking with that. That's what Deep, like you were saying, against smaller teams. He doesn't need to play these two.
Yeah.
Just play a better midfield.
Totally.
But play five at the back.
Better Matic and Van der Beek played versus... What team was it? In the start, they played versus...
The friendly versus Everton?
No, it wasn't a friendly. It was one of the...
the other game we lost to... The game United lost to
West Ham, was it?
Yeah. West Ham in the Carabao.
We lost that game. Yeah. But that midfield for me worked so well. When Sid said Greenwood was so much better than Sancho. You remember Greenwood just came on, and that pass Van der Beek, I really enjoyed that game in that point of view.
No, Van der Beek was amazing.
Van der Beek works. It works.
Yeah, but after that game is what the fact that Van der Beek played that game and then he didn't get another chance after that game. It just shows he's not going to play. He was so good that game. I think he was the only good player.
Yeah.
At least until Greenwood came, he was the only one trying things.
But I think, in my opinion, it looked so positive today. Regardless of its Spurs, it's a bad day. They're just so bad. It's fine. But I think for United, 10 out of 10, in my opinion. I don't think they could have done it better. Maybe it's because they played the system that I loved the most. That it's five at the back. But I think it was just beautiful football to watch. Defensively, no chance.
Either way, that's the future. Whatever happens to this game.
United wanted Conte, and Ole gave them Conte. 3-5-2. So the most Conte formation you'll ever see. and if Conte came to United, I'm so sure he would have also started Cavani and Ronaldo.
It's just how it is. In that case, isn't it a positive for the United fans and the United board? Because that shows the team that you have now, apart from
with Conte.
Wan-Bissaka, in my opinion, would work with manager that plays that formation. And those people that are afraid of having a true defensive formation, you saw that it helped you more than you need. You got a clean sheet after so long. Finally, it's something.
We scored 3 goals, man. We scored 3 goals.
Exactly.
So this is what I was thinking throughout the game. Yeah, I always had this thing in my mind against Ronaldo. Just the fact that we built this team for 2 years, buying players like Sancho, or all these players were bought. You bought all those players to play a certain way. Now I'm agreeing that, okay, you've got Ronaldo, you have to change your system. Everybody knows that. I was against that because I was like, why do you have to change everything for, after 2 whole years? But now, it's him. And I think that's where it's going. It's like Ronaldo is here for 2 years with one option. Sancho is going to be here for, he has a contract for 5 years. You got Rashford who will stay for 5-10 years. But Ronaldo is only here for the next 2 years. So maybe that's the right way to go, is to change your system to fit him because he's only here for the next 2 years, And this would work. So going forward, I think that's
KB, what do you think? Ronaldo is like your touchy topic.
I don't know how people can have a go at him because there's a fraud on the touchline. I have no idea. He's the best player in the world. He is. Look at Messi. Look at Messi. No goal in League One. He got subbed off at halftime and the team won.
Exactly.
I mean, he's been good in the Champions League. So look, I love Messi. Okay, just jokes aside, I love Messi as well. But the thing is, look at what Ronaldo did today when the system suited him. That first goal, then an assist. Of course. Now
that first goal,
where the Messi
goal was just a class finish. Honestly, finish.
That one you don't get. Not every striker can.
Even the offside finish.
Messi fans saying Ronaldo can't assist. Ronaldo is a tapinaldo, penaldo. What an assist today, man!